What is up? Welcome back. Platinum Playbook, very first event of the downtown tier. James Harden, of course, we have to talk about the event. But before we get into that, y'all have to let me know in the comments, were you able to get this done? This event was definitely player friendly. They did screw up by not letting us get ads, but I think they rectified that by not only the free packs, but making this so easy to complete. I wasn't necessarily sure if I was going to get it done, if we had the cards to be able to get it done. But as we got later into it, I was like, bro, this is like a free event card. I think anybody in perimeter tier, probably as low as that, probably could have got this done. But yeah, let me know in the comments, how did you do? What pulls did you get? We're going to go over the pulls. Of course, I only did get one, my very first downtown pull. We're going to talk about the card deck. We're going to look at the James Harden. The event card is sick. I absolutely love the design. Real question is, what's next week's event going to be? I don't know any case in which I can get the event card, because I don't think in any case we're gonna have a deck tier that is, I don't know, I guess maybe Ball Hog, because Ball Hog is top 8 and we are in that top 8. I have not checked my court domination deck, so I'm not sure if my court domination deck is in there. If it's the gauntlet, that's completely out of the question. I am definitely not going to be able to grind that through. So pretty much the only thing I can hope for is Ball Hog. And it would be long, but at least it would be doable and maybe get it done. I guess maybe court domination. I'm really not sure. We'll have to see once we, I don't know, maybe I'll check it as soon as we get done. Because we're going to look at our poll. We are going to talk about the event. We're going to look at our deck. We got a very first downtown tier TBG to also claim. Look at all these bronzes, man. There were a couple things that I noticed in the event that I actually didn't like. If they had, what do you want to say? Like, if they actually had the right, like, didn't have bronze in there, like if they weren't making it really easy, there were a couple things that I certainly wouldn't have liked. And I think one of them for sure was the fact that they had repeating cards on the same board. Like, there were times in which there were like 5 cards on the board where there was like 3 or 4 of them were the exact same card, and when I would attack one card, then all the other cards that were exactly the same, if their activation went up, if they activated, then all the other cards also activated at the same time. And so sometimes there were a couple it didn't happen a lot, but there were a couple times in which I played and it activated like 2 or 3 times in one board, the same card, which sucked. It was at James Harden. It didn't give us any animation when we got it, and I was like, wait, did I get it or did I not? And it just ended. I was like, okay, well, hopefully we got it. Let's look at our only pull for this event, my very first downtown pull as well. Pretty good. Paul George, no left arrow, thank goodness. I mean, just get me away from those left arrows. But Paul George, love the image, man. I love the image. You know, he's driving the lane right there, you know, going into the paint, getting ready for a layup. Hopefully a thunder dunk, but probably at his age, a little tiny layup. He's getting to be a softie, but anyways, good pull though. Definitely a good card. Team Gauntlet is now live, which gives us another downtown card, and Robert Horry. Really wish he was on the Rockets though instead of the Lakers, but we'll take a Lakers. We'll take another downtown card. We'll have to see how tough it is with our team and how much work we actually have to do, if we have to put in any +3s or anything like that, but hopefully we can get that done. Now, as far as the deck goes, I do not expect it to be like it was next time. They had so many bronzes in there. The cards were terrible. When the very last card, the James Harden, they had maybe 2 or 3 Vortex Pros. And that was it. And then a couple like Spark singles. And then the rest of them were bronze. Most of the time, like the last 2 or 3 cards, I think, the majority of all the cards you got were bronze. And I pretty much kept the entire deck the same up until I got to the event card when they started to play the Vortex Pros. And then I had to put in Spark Pros. but they didn't match me or anything. So I just pretty much kept this deck. I found it to be really good for doing matches on. I had one single Spark Pro. I only had one Spark Pro that I had to work on. And so I put him in there, did the matches on that. Really simple to get matches. We did do a video, so I would kind of use that going into the next one. I would kind of use the same idea behind it. We'll see if the Ball Hog counts as singles again next time instead of pros. But always event cards, always special cards, always cards that have multiple stat activations and all that stuff. So we'll have to see how the next one goes. I would not at all plan it to be that easy. I would not one single bit. But as far as the things that we got with the peaks and the shuffles, really liked that. I really liked how fast the game mode went through each of the games. I thought it was a fantastic game mode. So much improved from the last time. So much better than it used to be. So big thumbs up to them. Unfortunately, it was messed up though during the event. And so a lot of people couldn't get ads. But they did give doublers. So I don't know if that actually rectifies it. We did get it finished, as you saw, with only a couple hours left. With me, that's 8 a.m. in the morning. And the last night, I would play and then set my alarm for an hour. Play, set my alarm for an hour. Play, set my alarm for an hour. So I got like basically no sleep last night trying to get this done. But we did get it done. Very first event. We'll have to see what next one is. Let me know in the comments how you did. Just comparing the stats of the James Harden, all leveled up as 16, all in the 1600s. Some offense playmaking, high 16s, defense rebounding, low 16s. Compared that to the Paul George, it actually isn't that much better. It really isn't. I thought it would be a lot better. The card design, though, is amazing. Off the top, I mean, I don't know. Probably my favorite card design so far in this game. Every time so far in, the last month, like, they've been dropping some fire designs, which is great. So image looks good, card looks good. The stats aren't as high as I expected them to be, especially compared to the Paul George. Only like 150, I guess, 150 points, 100 points better, and that was it. But we'll have to see how the pro is. Don't even know if we can get it. Fingers crossed. Last thing we're gonna do today is the TBG. Now, I didn't even think about this, but the team gauntlet's going on right now. People already put in their crap cards to do their training, right? Dropped us down to Spark Plus tier. We already did the TBG. I already received the rewards. These are actually old, like a day and a half ago. So hopefully the pack is already locked. What's in it? And hopefully it should be downtown tier, even though that our team dropped down to... Spark Plus, we are actually downtown. So I don't know, man. We'll have to see how it goes. Shout out to the team right there, Dark. They did made it tough. But again, I've always emphasized it. Perfect is, NBA SuperCard. Just like in WWE, it has to get to a point where your teams become perfect, because everybody else, that's just where it's going to be. That's where it's going to be. You got to get perfect. Let's go. Let's hopefully our very first one, our last one, we started in the middle of it. We started the TBG a little too early, and so we didn't get downtown tier by the time our TBG ended, even though downtown tier was live. This one now, I'm opening it when our team dropped back down to Spark Plus. I don't know, man. Hopefully it's downtown. Let's go, baby. If it's not, then oh well. But I'll just count it. Go! It sucks. This pack is exactly like the pack that we had last time, in which we were like the pack was Spark Plus, or the pack was Spark. Then we just moved to this one, and oh man, that sucks, dude. Jalen Green, hey, that's a pro though, at least. So I guess I can do that and put that in there. But that pack was definitely awful again. So that's now 2 packs being in downtown, even though I guess the first one doesn't count. Maybe that one didn't count either because our team dropped back down and maybe the pack reshuffled itself or something. I don't know, man. Anyways, that's going to do it for the video. Let me know how your Platinum Playbook weekend went. Happy to get the event card. We'll just have to see what the next event is. Fingers crossed, you know, we got it. Actually, you know what? Let me just check my court domination deck real quick to see if it's even possible. If we were there, and we are there. Okay, so I guess it could be it could be court domination or ball hog. It's possible for us to get it. If it is the gauntlet, not a chance in heck that we're gonna be able to get it. And road trip obviously doesn't apply because it is a one single time event. But anyways, let me know in the comments how you did. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed. All the socials are below. I will see y'all next time. Y'all take it easy. Have a good rest of your Monday. I'm out. Peace.